Hello everyone and welcome to Next Gen Live for round 10 in Canada, with the title race still being open quite a bit, with just 9 point difference between in the driver championship and only was not only like 27 points. It is, I think, 27 points or somewhere around there in the World Constructors Championship. Everything is still possible here in Canada, as we are just waiting now for the cars to get out for qualifying. As it is a bit wet here out today, it should go dry rather sooner than later, but we'll see how it goes, as our cars now have to deal with a bit of rain all on the inters. As the first cars are now going out, first out being Cuba. In the wet on the inters, of course, hopefully he's not slipping. Also Sam Rose out, and all the drivers are just opting to stay in for now. There appear to be some technical issues with the stream, so hopefully that's fixed. There's multiple drivers out now, and it's Cuba who's just started the first lap. Let's see what the pole can do. So let's just wait. He of course puts down purple in sector 1. No big surprise there, as he's the first driver on a flyer. Can Sam Rose beat that though? Yes, he can. And obviously also purple in sector 2 for Cuba, as he puts down like 94 seconds. 49, what am I saying? Just waiting there. On the main straight, going through the parallel chicane, he cuts the corner there a bit, and that's his lap invalid. So next up is Sam Rose. Can he keep it on track in the corner? Yes, he can, as he will now be the first driver who put down a time there. And it is of course fastest lap. It's a 1:20.5. It's a solid time, I'd say. Not too sure, but I'd guess so at least. So just waiting now for the next car to cross the line to be sure. And that next car will be not Magniship, as his lap is invalidated. Not Razoo, not Oscar. Also not Cubus, and of course on a charging lap. It will be Alexander Delnik then. As he puts on purple in sector 1. This will go on board for less from the rest of the lap here. He goes through the next couple of corners, almost completing the second sector. Should be a purple sector as well, and it is. So he goes through the hairpin on to the second straight. Just the chicane left to put down his first lap. There he goes across line. It's a 1:19.2. That is a solid lap there. As next up would be Magniship, I don't think he's on the flyer. Razoo doesn't appear to be on a flyer either, due to him not using some ERS. So neither is Zomsi probably. Oh yes, cause his lap doesn't count either. So next up then, will it be Magniship? I think so. Are you all about to start one? There. Still a 1:21.1, but not using ERS. But who is using ERS is Skyscap. Can he then put on a competitive lap here? To the last corner onto the main straight and across the line. It's the second time. It's a 1:20.2. As Oscar now takes the second place with a 1:19.5. As Dalnik pulls into pit lane there, we see Marcel, who probably will start another flyer now as his lap was invalidated. Then it might be Magniship, but he's still not using ERS, still out there. Not much involvement yet from him. But who is gonna be involved is Zomsi, as he's on a flyer, and he. Let's see what he can do as he enters the last corners there, keeps it on track. On the main straight now across the line. It's the second time. It's a 1:19.3. Look how close he is. Next up will be Q. He pulls into pit lane. Then it is Oscar. Cross the line. It's the third time as Jasko Kriel in the meantime took second time. And Skyscap to the fastest lap. Now it's Oscar in third with a 1:18.6. As the track appears to be drying up here. Next up will be Litwa. What can he put down? His first lap. And he goes P4. It's 1:19.0. Pretty good lap from him. Also in P5, so 1:18.8. Magniship now is on a more competitive lap potentially. As there he goes through the final chicane, past the wall of champions. On the main straight, about to cross the line here, and that is P6. It's a 1:19.1. Then we have Skyscap, who isn't on the competitive lap, and there's a crash here in qualifying, and that's Oscar out of qualifying. I don't know what happened there, but it's a 5-place grid penalty for Skyscap there from the collision. Oh, that look not okay. Not at all. Razou about to start a lap there. As Litwa is about to complete another lap. He is improving. It seems to be, and there he goes. He goes P2. It's a 1:18.5. Good lap from him there. As next up is Magnus Sheep. He pulls into pit lane, so that's not qualifying him from him anymore. Cuba's on out lap. Only driver on a potentially flyer is a result. But well, seeing his ERS, I'm not too sure about he's on a flyer, but I don't think he is. As he was not really on a good lap now. Who could be on a good lap is Cuba, as he sometimes surprises here. Let's see what he can do. That's per point sector 2 there. Look at that. What can the pole do here? There it is. Cuba goes quicker. It's a 1:18.3. Who would have thought he could do such a good lap? Of course, the track is drying quickly. As Razou is about to complete his lap, can he go even quicker? No, he cannot. In fact, he does improve, but not enough to go up any positions here. Then Alexander Dalnik, who's on a flyer. He's improving 1.5 seconds right now. There he goes across the line. He goes quick. It's a 1:16.8. That is the first real quick lap here. Far quicker than the rest. Next up is Zomzi. His qualifying just can't go every way now. What can Zomzi put down? It's the second time. It's a 1:17.5. Some drivers I think are opting to stay out to put down a lap potentially on the softs here. As well, we have 3 drivers who already put down a lap. Don't think they can much improve at least. Although Zomzi is improving. Don't know about Alexander Dalnik, but we'll soon find out. Yes, he does. He puts some purple in sector 3. Will he put down another lap or will he just pit in now? That's the question here. See, he's almost out of ERS. And the straight, will he go into the pit lane? Yes, he does. He will not complete this lap. I think he's opting for the softs here. And so will probably every other driver now do. And there it is, Somsi also into the pit lane. As we see, some drivers currently have softs, and I think there's a car about to go out of the garage. Yes, there is. Wins that car. That car appears to be. I think one of the AKKs it was. Yes, it is one of the AKs. It's Skyscap, first driver out on the soft, so let's see what he now can do. Surely he can improve here. As also now, it's Cuba also now out there on the softs, and I think every driver that's going out now will put softs under his car. But the first driver that we'll see on a real competitive lap will be Skyscap. And seeing the state of the track, I believe the soft was sure quicker, but the question is, can they for sure make it happen? Yes, there it is, he goes. He's about to cross the line, start the first flyer on the soft tyre. As I think Ben Buxton will join me now.
I've spawned in.
Yes, spawned in. He said he wasn't. He said he wasn't sure if he's gonna be there or not. It was gonna be a surprise, and the surprise is even bigger because he wasn't here from the start.
It was deception. I was gonna make you all think I wasn't gonna show up.
And then he did.
Yeah.
As Skyscap puts on purple sector 1 and invalidates his lap there. That's not good, seeing he is of course on the soft tires now. Everyone's on the softs, and he just invalidates his lap. Meaning Cuba is next up. I mean, Skyscap, I'm sure he can put down another lap, but it's not going to be as optimal as the other drivers. As I don't know who went straight there. Oh, it was Skyscap who went straight there. I think he just tried to charge his ERS as much as possible. Will Cuba once again go top of the session here now, as he's the first driver to complete a lap on the softs?
I need to make a clarification from last week. Coupons are all now expired. They will no longer work.
And there's Cuba again for the second time this session, top of the table. Of course not for long, as other drivers still have to put down a lap. As Razout is next. He was second. That's a 1:14.4, way slower than Cuba.
Now it's a case of what happens first. Another driver sets a lap time, or I get an invite.
That's a good question. I think probably the lap times, because it's quite competitive out there now. I'm not too sure actually. Let me see. Screw it, I'm gonna quickly invite. The Ben Buxton invite sent. As Cuba is still top of the session.
As I get the good old please wait.
As Litwa just goes through the last chicane, can he now take the quickest time away from his fellow countrymen? As there he goes across the line, he goes quick. It's a 1:11.6 and it is his final time. No more times from Zomsi, he's into the pit lane. Next up is Cuba. Cuba not... Is he improving? It doesn't matter because it's invalid. So he will also have to take enough with this 1:12.8. Now we have Razout is improving here. About half a second.
And then next is Skyscap.
What can he do? He goes...
No, I'm wrong.
It's improving, but it's not enough. Next up,
Skyscap goes to the top.
Skyscap goes top of the session now.
I'm waiting for 4 seconds.
Now it's Sam Rose, what can he do? He's been bottom of the session so far, but he goes now second, so 1:10.8. Next up is WTF Freak. He goes to P3, it's a 1:10.9. There goes Jasko. Jasko goes second. Then we have Magnus Sheep goes P5, and it's... I don't know, it didn't show what position it was for KO4 me. It's P4, that means pole position for Sky Silverstone on his Bottas. That makes him now. Of course, he won't start in first, but however, he will be putting that time. He will still have pole position technically, meaning he has another pole position here. I think. Oh, look at that! Look at that top one, top two. It's the exact same time.
That was just based on who said it first.
It's just based on who said it first, and that was Bottas. But that makes him. I think he now has the most pole positions in this league because with it he's equal with Gurjan. I think on pole positions, or maybe even.
The question is, will it become a Charles Leclerc moment?
I mean, he doesn't start from pole position. He just. Right.
If he's the person with the most poles, you can say he's the quickest driver over a single lap.
Yeah.
I was not mid-stroke there. You do not need to call a medical professional about my stroke. It's not a stroke.
Oh, I was about to call them, so.
So we wait for the drivers to decide on how they're going to make their strategies. Because you have to stop at least one time in this race, or you'll get disqualified. For not changing tyres. So you can't just stick on hards and go to the end. It's not how that works.
Fair.
So, possible strategies seem to be a one stop and a two stop, which I saw it just briefly for a second. It was medium hard or medium soft, I believe.
I think so.
Is what Pirelli have said, at least.
Well, it's Pirelli, so not that useful.
Wait, it's not even Pirelli, it's EA. That's completely unreliable information and should not be trusted at the slightest chance. So already on the start of this formation we're seeing some gaps already forming.
Yeah.
Between,
I mean,
the top three seem to have driven away. Marcel's on his own,
and he's just out there on his own.
and the resident shopper is driving to the shops, holding everyone up. Yes, I am bringing a joke back from 1 week ago.
Oh no!
Yes.
No. But look how far behind Fallen has Oscar. That's insane. And
I think we need to find a new.
To be honest, with how slow Oscar is driving on the formation lap, there has been penalties being handed out for before. So I wouldn't be too surprised if it would happen again.
Oscar speeds up.
I mean, Spain. I think it was Spain that 2 drivers got a penalty for that after the race. So. Not optimal. And they just go. That went just guys kept just speeds through that to his starting position.
The question, I think, at the end of every race, there should be a Ben Buxton Supermarket Shopper of the Race award.
But we're just gonna introduce it for you just suggested season 4. No one cares about the World Driver Championship anymore. Everyone cares about who has the most Ben Buxton.
The Ben Buxton, the supermarket mode, the NGFL Supermarket Championship.
Yeah,
that's what it is now.
As there it is, it's light on the way we go, and we're on the way, and it's a good start there for Jasko. There goes down the inside. No, not much happening.
Between Sam Rose.
There's a bit of contact here and there, a bit of scrapping, but no massive.
Bit of hugging between teammates. Sam Rose and Marcel. Skyscap getting argy also with Marcel through the turn 3-4 chicane, I think it was. I don't know numbers.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to have survived the first sector. Keyword is
Yeah.
seemed.
It seems to be all fine
For now.
for now here in Canada.
So now, approaching the good old Robert Kubica hairpin. That's not the name of it, I've just decided to call it that because thought at the moment. And no one has done a Robert Kubica. However, Oscar and Zomzi seem to be dueling with each other, going for it, but Zomzi maintains 8 for the moment.
There goes
Never
Oscar.
mind.
And there just goes Oscar.
You do that just as I say that.
Yeah, of course. He just waited for the moment. You're just gonna say like.
He just waited for the until I said it, and then overtook him.
Yeah, exactly.
What did I do? To deserve it? Well, to be fair, supermarket shopper of the Formation Lap award went to Oscar. So
Oh, fair enough.
you know, I'm going it now. I'm gonna make a suggestion.
Be my guest. I won't stop the suggestion. Also, look how far behind Razout is. I don't know. I can't pronounce his name properly. I just call him Razout and I just can't get it out of my system. I keep forgetting how to pronounce it as well. Oh, look at that. That's possible race strategies. Hard, medium, or medium, soft, soft. I don't know who would do so, but apparently Pirelli thinks so. As the gaps are already growing a bit and no big battles yet. But well, the arrest will open soon, so if there's Jasko gets the fastest lap. As there, look at that Oscar on the back of Magnesheep now. As we'll finally have a bit of a battle here. There he goes, Oscar.
You're temporarily on your own whilst I make my suggestion.
Fair enough. There's Oscar down the inside and he makes it stick and he's ahead. And there's Zomsi immediately looking as well. But he will have the outside line, but can he keep it there? No, he can't. It's Magnesheep who stays ahead there. As the Razu is past Cuba. As Cuba, I don't know what happened to him, but he has lost a massive amount of time as well. There goes Skyscap on the back of Sam Rose.
Alright, I've made my suggestion. I hope people like it.
We'll see. Yes, there. It's still Sam Rose stays ahead, and up front it's also a close battle for the lead now. As well, you were making a suggestion, a lot of track actioning is happening. Look at that, there's a battle for the lead. It's no move done, but Litwa is ahead of WTF Freak. And now the move is done up front. And look at that, Sam Rose comes straight in through there.
It's 2x2. What's this, a rolling start? As Skyscap decides to get past
As both Acacia drivers in one turn lose 1, 2 to 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 just totally changed there in one corner. Look at that. And it's Sam Rose all of a sudden in the lead.
By the looks of things, Skyscap is running low on energy at the moment with the rain light, or as I said last week, the rain light is broken. But by the looks of things, the rain light is not broken, and he's harvesting energy.
Wait, that's also a thing?
Remember, we had this discussion last week.
I forgot. Last week doesn't exist or something, I don't know. As a lot of people seem to be disconnected one by one. I don't know what it is, but EA just gonna be like, someone joins, we're gonna kick someone or something, I don't know. Anyways.
Perfectly balanced as all things should
Yeah,
be.
yeah. As there goes Cuba and Razut battling it out at the back as Cuba had now. And up front, it is quite interesting to see.
The battle, I feel like. With Canada's DRS, if you don't get him in the first zone, you'll get him in the second. If you can keep it out the Champions of Wall.
The Champions
Or
of
is it-
Wall?
Or is it Wall of Champions? Who
It's the
knows?
Wall of Champions. Why would it some... Look at that!
Robert Kubica said it like
They
that.
goes a little ahead of Jasko. I think it's a matter of time till Jasko's back again against him, but
Oh, did Skyscrap touch the wall there?
I don't know, I wasn't.
It might have been minor, but I think I just saw him glance the outside wall a slight bit.
Razut ahead of Cuba. Look how far behind Razut and Cuba are. It's insane.
I'm getting a nice helicopter shot of the lead battle.
Nice. I'm not.
I'm not anymore.
I
TV
didn't
Direct
go
just
there.
changed their mind. Yeah, the gaps are really close together at the moment.
As up front, it's still the same as Jasko does.
As EA has decided to kick the next person from the lobby.
Well, no, again, basically.
Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
I mean, it's. I mean, I think. Bottas got a potentially unfair penalty there, a grid penalty, but now it is Jasko has connection issues, and that is both championship leaders having some. Well, championship leader and the biggest contender, the two biggest contenders for the championship, basically having issues with the game. One connection issues and one
Well, I mean,
grid penalty issue.
if everyone gets disconnected once this whole race, then it's completely fair because everyone's disconnected.
Yeah, but Jasko has already got disconnected twice, so.
Well,
Oh, well, look at that, and it's Cuba passing Razut. No, Razut stays ahead.
the only thing that you can really do in that situation is DDoS the EA servers, which I wouldn't recommend doing, as that is highly illegal. As that would disconnect everyone, and not just from this server, but from everyone on the EU servers.
Huh.
However, you shouldn't do it. It's not good.
As Jasko seems to have a lot of connection issues. See if we can get back. He's in P6 by now. And he might just lose a bit more even. He has some catching up to do. That's to say the least. The top 3 is
Last week, Supermarket Shopper seems to be having to do a little bit of defending.
Yeah, but they're just battling it out for Supermarket Shopper. Look at that! Cupid runs wide and it's just Razut just ahead now.
They're so excited for the award. They're doing it a race early.
Look at that, 15 seconds behind. They're so excited for the award. They're just like, no, I want to be last. No, you go ahead. You go first.
I know this reward's for me.
Yeah, just you go first, sir. Look at and that's now Jasko losing another position.
I might not score points.
And I think look at that, Jasko losing 2 more positions there. He's in a pole situation.
I'm glad you liked my suggestion.
Fair.
Because I think I gave it good. I gave good reasoning. Of 1, it's funny. 2, it recognises slower drivers in our field.
Yeah.
Or as Cuba nearly loses it. He must be driving a supermarket trolley with a wonky wheel.
And probably.
As he loses it, he's round.
And there goes.
Cuba's round.
Cuba's round. Oh, Cuba's indeed round. As Zomsi goes ahead of Magniship.
Just remember wonky wheels. Let him know.
As there goes.
Shopping trolleys.
Jasko.
As
Puts it aggressively there.
Magnus Sheep seems to have also kept his shopping trolley from Saudi Arabia, so he had a little bit of oversteer going out of there.
Yeah, it seems to be the case for him. As Skyscap stays ahead of Alexander Dalnik, it seems. Let's look at Razoo, almost 20 seconds behind. Cuba spun again.
Oh. Then tires are probably fried.
He's gonna get lapped before halfway through the race. She keeps this up.
He is seriously going for that supermarket chauffeur award.
As Skyscap now, DRS, also DRS for Alexander Dalnik, of course, but Skyscap is a bit closer there, but not enough, of course. It's a short straight there, short DRS zone. So now it is Alexander Dalnik quite close there to Skyscap, but now onto another DRS zone we go. Let's see whether someone can make a move here into the last chicane. Doesn't seem to be able, as the gaps are a bit too big for it.
As we're probably about to see Cuba get either outside the boss.
Oh, he's pitted, so he is lapped. Well, that was quickly. It just took him a lap.
The blue flags are about to get shown now,
Yeah.
as kept nice and cleanly out on the pit exit.
Yeah, I think he had to hold a bit back there, coming out of pit lane. Just couldn't go full throttle immediately because, well, cars.
There's drivers there.
Yeah, blue flags and shit. As Zomsi gets the first penalty. First penalty is out there and into Zomsi.
Oh, did you see that? Someone just went off.
I think it's Magniship.
Magniship.
Magniship is trying to get a late comeback for the supermarket shop.
It's a debate. Do you want points, or you want the Ben Buxton supermarket shop award of the race?
Choices have to be made. Thing is, to get the trophy, you do have to finish.
Yeah, you have to finish the race.
But you have to be slow as well.
yeah, you have to be been consistently slow throughout the race.
Yes, up front it's really close now. Skyscap might go for a move.
As gets told off for speeding in the pit lane.
There shows Skyscap is ahead. Look at that. We have a change of race lead. Oh, he loses the barrier and a bit there. And there goes Sam Rose again down the inside. Can he make it stay ahead? No, he can't. Skyscap keeps it up in first. And there's Sam Rose.
Gets told off.
Gets told off penalties. As just Cuba is just slipstreaming there, Alexander Dalnik. He's just staying with them.
Oh,
bit of touch there.
Contact there.
As Cuba seems to be trying to optimize as much as he can from these front runners.
Yeah, it seems to be also redesigning a couple diffusers.
Yeah, and I think Alexander Dalnik, due to that little touch, he just got out of the DRS zone there. So I think he's not too happy with that. Because he won't have... Look at that! Look, he won't have DRS now, will he? No DRS for Alexander Dalnik, and I think it is due to the touch there.
No.
As Sam Rose in the...
Alright, on the back of Skyscap, let's see what happens going through up towards turn 1.
Nothing much happening.
No,
He's too far back.
Nothing happens as we have another diver into the pits.
It's Jasko.
Yep, Jasko.
Well, one championship contender is, in fact, the championship leader is there in the lead. It's the other one in P7 currently pitting. Oh, P8 now, but of course he's pitted, and well, Lit was also pitted, and he's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in pit lane, so he's not in a great position, is he, Jasko? Especially seeing he wants to try for the championship.
And our supermarket shopper seems to be catching up on Russell. As Cuba decides he wants to go even more backwards in the field and gains a penalty.
Yeah, I think 36 seconds behind the car ahead is not enough for him.
It's got to be 39.
Yeah, the best to be.
I shoot for 40.
As there goes Sam Rose down the inside now, and he is ahead.
But
And look at that behind. Look at that Alexander Dalnik trying to provide from this.
Skyscap can't do it. He's just gonna have to defend. He's sitting.
He's just gonna have to defend. And
Cuba
my guy's Cuba.
his option.
Where did Cuba just go there? I just saw him just go straight there.
Cuba, there's this thing called grass. It's not as grippy as tarmac. I'd recommend you stick to the tarmac.
I probably would have done the same as the BTF freakies into the pit lane.
There's a saying that the race director at McCartan says, the stuff in between the white lines is yours, stuff outside it's mine.
Fair. Makes sense.
Yeah, because stuff in between the
Yeah.
white lines is the track.
They did. I just saw Cuba behind there, just taking as much grass as he could or something. I don't know. He just went beyond the curbs. The curbs weren't enough of an extension for him.
What's next? The Ben Buxton lawnmower of the race.
Lawnmower. Just who can get the most grass?
Most blades of grass cut in a race. Wins it.
Cuba's just going for every Ben Buxton of what's possible.
I'm running out of ideas.
Cuba is making their rewards himself.
Cuba is the reason why ideas are existing today.
No, but on the more serious note, look at that. The gap in front is closing and closing as Jaska goes quickest. Would you look at that?
Let's just hope that the undercut doesn't hold strong here. I've got no clue. I can't remember the last time I raced at Canada. The last time I raced at Canada, or even watched a race at Canada, I think was last season in NGFL. Or something like that.
Same for me.
I don't remember.
You don't remember stuff. As Magni Sheep goes ahead of Razoo.
I barely remember what happened 2 weeks ago, let alone what happened last time at Canada.
Neither do I. The only thing I know.
All I just remember is the memory I have of Canada is when I was just arguing in appeal tickets when I was with GTP.
Oh yeah, the I think season 1 there was a moment you had to argue as well with.
Well, yeah, you can't really narrow it down saying there was a moment. I had quite a few.
Yeah, quite a few. Let me see. Season 2 Canada. I think it was season 2 Canada where Gershon was almost forced into the wall, I think, by Nibbles.
In my opinion, still to this day, unbiased, it was hard to tell what you had with the footage. So, when I was arguing with it, I made this point up as well. You can't be 100% certain.
Yeah, I mean that's like classy, I guess. Last season it was a win there for Bottas here, as well. Also no skyscraper, of course. He looks to be steaming towards a potential win here, as he's in second. Of course, Sam Rose with a penalty, and I'm not sure he's willing to give up that position. That position.
Yeah, as we see someone flying to the pit lane.
Yeah, but I think, seriously, I think Skyscape has a big chance to go back-to-back wins in Canada here.
Yeah.
As the reigning champion, of course. Reigning champion, reigning race winner on this track. As Alexander Dalnik spends a whole lot of time in the pit lane. Look at that. He's behind Masa who pitted, behind Jaska who pitted, behind Litva who pitted. And he was close to the top 2, so I think Once,
undercut is going to be very strong here.
yeah, but seeing Alexander Delnik has lost quite a bit from pitting that
Hang
late.
on. I have crunched the numbers. When everyone is pitting and everybody's pointing out, Litwell will be leading the Grand Prix at this moment.
What? Damn. Because, yeah, look, Sam Rose and Skyska, and basically the whole top four, I think they just staying out too long here.
Yeah.
There's contact, and that is Skyska being spun. Sam Rose into the pit lane. What happened there? Oh,
Skyscap seems to have cut the chicane again to get into the pit lane that lap rather than going back round again.
yeah, I don't know what happened there. Oh, and he
I-
also has to wait for the same driver that just got contact with in the pit box.
That rubs salt in the wound.
What was that all about? Zomsi currently is in the lead, Oscar in second, but virtually it's Litwa in the lead.
This race has been turning itself on its head constantly. I can't keep up.
I seriously thought it was just gonna be like the battle between Alexander Dalnik, Sam Rose, and Skyskip for the lead until the end of the race, but well, that is not gonna be the case, is it?
Yeah.
Let's look. Look at that, Litwa now catched up to the drivers in front, and those drivers still have to pit. If I'm correctly. This? Yeah, look, they still have to pit. So, look, they both dive into the pit lane. Now, Zomsi gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And Litwa leads.
I know that you're basically going in a straight line to the pit lane, but the pit lane limit does not change. You know it's going to be that.
Yeah.
It's just a case of how big are your balls, and if your balls are too big, you speed.
Yeah, basically.
That is the easiest way I can put it.
Yes, Litwa has a 5-second time penalty, and with that, virtually it's Jasko who's in the lead. And I think
we don't care about virtually here. We care about the racing.
But I think currently, as it stands, Jasko will lead the championship after this race.
I'm too lazy to crunch the numbers, and also I haven't checked the standings since Rich Energy were in it last season.
Well, they were still in it. Wait, last time we had, I think Bottas has led the championship from round 2 on. Yes, he has. Only round 1 he didn't lead the championship, but since then he has led the championship. So if we can see this twist late on in the season, it'd be fantastic if you'd ask me. And it might just as well just go to the showdown on the last day of the last race, but I'm not too sure on that. I mean, everything can still happen. Same goes with Skyship, can all of a sudden gets the lead there, as just goes all over the back of Litwa. As it's just waiting for Jasko to make a move here, because honestly,
15 to go when we cross the line, so I've just realised we're over halfway through.
well, yeah, we are over halfway through. Nice.
I've only just noticed that.
It's going rather quickly, isn't it?
Yeah.
As there goes Jasko, this should be an easy move here, and it is an easy move.
Yeah. Litwell doesn't put up much of a defence.
Yeah.
He was going to lose it whether he kept Jasko ahead or not.
Yeah, Little, of course, 8-second time penalty now. Probably, but so is Somsi. Not too happy with that, probably, but I mean, maybe they can get it appealed, maybe they can't.
Cutting back to check in on Cuba, who is still the Ben Buxton Supermarket Shopper of the Race award winner for this moment in time. Sitting between, I think it's Oscar and Skyscap. Better that now. With blue flags getting shown. And I haven't done this in a while, but I'm going to take this time to remind you that Cuba has just hit the Salesforce wall. What did Salesforce ever do to you? And that this race is sponsored by Rolex. Brilliant watches. I don't know the slogan.
I mean, it's also sponsored by Pirelli.
Yeah.
Horrible tires.
Tires only guaranteed to last you 51 miles. Don't know what that is in kilometers.
Neither do I, because I don't speak miles and you don't speak kilometers.
Well, I speak half and half. I honestly, even though I'm British, I prefer kilometers to miles.
Yeah, fair.
Because I don't know how many yards are in a mile.
Yeah, to be honest, the British are like, we use miles, but we respect kilometers.
I will use kilometers more than miles.
Fair. Also, it's just...
Because one, it feels faster. Two, it makes more sense.
Agreed.
Because us Brits can't make up our minds.
As Alexander Dalnik is on the back of Litwa, if he can make this move, then he will for now put it into an Nicosia 1-2.
Skyscap gets told off for exceeding track limits too many times.
Quite a bit happening here.
So what I was going to say at the start of the race, which I'm glad I did.
What?
No one's gotten any penalties yet. I'm glad I didn't say that at the start.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been awkward because there's quite a bit of penalties. It's Canada. The track limits on Canada are pretty hard, especially in this game. So I'm not too surprised.
Sam Rose gets a penalty as well. Adding on to the tally of penalties that we've got for this race. At this moment in time, we have 34 seconds of penalties spread across our field.
That's a lot.
Ranging from 8 seconds to 3 seconds. Wait, hang on. We've got bloody Noah's Ark of penalties. We've got 2 8 seconds, 2 6 seconds, and 2 3 seconds. I'm seeing a pattern here, but I shouldn't be. I don't like this.
And but we still have, like, what is it? 5 no penalties.
Yeah.
It should be changed.
It's gonna be like 3 laps to the end, and I'm gonna call back to when you said, you know how you said 5 people don't have penalties? Well, that's no longer the case. I would laugh as if I said that someone got a penalty.
Yeah, that'd be quite funny. To be honest,
the timing would be perfect.
Also, look at that. It's Alexander Dalnik. In the meantime, has catched up there to Jasko. And there goes Cuba. Cuba makes it 9 seconds.
Yep.
I'm not too sure, but I don't think he'll score points today. Unless someone smacks it into a wall. He has no points. That's
no points.
No points. Well, unless someone smacks it into a wall or something, that would change it up. But there goes Alexander Dalnik into the lead. Yes, goes into the pit lane. That would explain why Alexander Dalnik was led ahead, because it wouldn't make sense for them, as Jasko is the main chance haver in the championship, to then.
Marcel's being kicked.
Well, it's not optimal to say the least. Let me just send him another invite real quick.
As Litwell comes in to serve his 5-second penalty.
Marcel, send him another invite.
As Litwell then comes out on the soft tyre.
Not too surprising.
Yasko gets a 5-second penalty for crossing the pit, like the white line on the pit exit.
Oh, that just totally changes the race for him again. And now
Yeah.
think of it, maybe Skyscape's
Just
strategy
big
will
Rio,
work out because I've just realized that Jasko and Liswa, of course, who like jumped everyone, they were on another strategy. They still had to put another stint on the softs.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
look, Magnishi doesn't have much chance with his 13 lap all 13 laps all tires, but Jasko now still has to do some catching up there to
Don't worry.
Skyscape.
If he's still got his shopping trolley from Saudi, those tyres will last forever.
Oh yeah, it's true, but if you take a look,
He's got that will not help the tyres if you lock all 4 of them.
yeah. As we take a look now at the penalties again, but look at that, Skyscape. There goes Magnishi. That was ahead, but Jasko has 5 seconds. Skyscape has 3 seconds, Samrose has 6 seconds, but Jasko is behind both Samrose and Skyscape. Well, Skyscape with that, of course, does lead the championship because he is ahead of his direct competitor.
As a result is about 1 corner off of getting lapped by our leader.
As honestly, I don't think Alexander Dalnik will give this away.
Penalty, I think. So now we have 12 seconds, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 3 seconds, 3 seconds, and 8 seconds worth of penalties.
That's a lot.
I'll count that up in a minute. Although I'll think I'll wait to the end where then no one can get any more penalties. As Jasko sets a new fastest lap of the race. As we also yellow and
Cuba retired. He will officially score no points. He's out.
Yep.
As a safety car is out, I think.
Yep. So this changes up the entire strategy for everyone.
Yeah, it does change it up a lot.
As I thought Magnus Sheep was about to get killed by Mylander.
Yes, and so did I. I just saw them like go head side by side. As Razut also still has to let.
I'm not driving, but I had fear in my eyes when I saw Bert Mylander turning right.
Yes, and I like don't turn any more right. He was just smack him.
My backseat driver instincts kicked in.
You're like, oh no, he's not gonna do it, is he?
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh.
No man, don't do it.
I wanted to say Razut might not get lapped here, but he's pitting, so he might just as well get lapped then. But
See.
Alexander Dalnik also into the pit lane.
Now let's see who else pits.
Marcel, will he pit? I think he might will.
Yeah, Marcel's pitting.
Zonzi.
Zonzi, Oscar, Skyscap, Sam Rose.
Jasko, will he pit? Yeah, even Jasko
Jasko.
will pit.
Jasko, what will Litwell do?
I mean, if you have Jasko and Litwa, they just got new tires under their cars. Like, why would you pit already? Litwa doesn't pit. Of course he doesn't. He's gonna take a bit of an advantage here of it. Look at that. He can jump with some cars there.
Yeah, jumps up into 3rd place.
Well, not for long because, well, some car.
Well,
Look at that.
yeah, well,
into P4.
Control line ruined it.
But so he jumps into P4 there.
Yeah, better than what it was.
That's for sure. As Razut did get past the safety car on time, so he will not get lapped.
Now, Mylander has to do his best to slow down, but also go fast enough that the drivers don't complain that he's going.
I mean, he's driving the Mercedes, so it's better than when he drives the Aston Martin, because well, the Aston Martin is just slow.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Mercedes is the Mercedes.
It's just good. It's just solid. It's just German.
Lasts for 1,000 years, the fan belts.
Yeah.
The Mercedes looks make walking look unreliable. So, late race safety car with 7 or something laps to go.
Yeah.
As the number of penalties in the field has decreased a lot, we now have either 3-second penalties or 6-second penalties in the field.
And it's still 5 drivers without a penalty though.
Yeah.
Because someone got a penalty, I think, and someone.
And then got it cleared.
Well, Cuba it crashed out, of course, but I think someone got it cleared and someone else got a penalty. Because I know Jasko got. Oh, no, Jasko got one, but they got it cleared immediately, so. As I think, if you take a look at the tires right now. Oh, what? Sam Rose opted for the mediums. I think he ran out of softs then.
Yeah.
As,
We've used this whole allocation.
as to be honest, Sam Rose and Litwa have the lead. Sam Rose and Litwa just have the worst strategy.
Either Sam Rose did a Ferrari strategy, or he's run out of softs.
Yeah. As both Litwa and Sam Rose probably not very likely to have an amazing restart here. Well, Litwa is not on that much all the softs, so I don't think it will make that much of a difference. But
So we just wait for result.
Not too sure.
Back up to the back of the field. Whether that'll happen before the safety car comes in or not is up for the debate of AI Burt Mylander. Burn AI Matt Lander. Really bad choice, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Pretty. As well, this I think this will be. Nah, no way. This won't be the last lap. This is just gonna be the last lap, isn't it?
Yeah, this will be last lap.
Well, last lap of the safety car, of course, not last lap of the race. Because the game doesn't allow. Oh, that Magnus Sheep into the pits. What? Why is he into the pits again?
He wants to be last. It's not even the
Well,
supermarket shopper.
Oh, I think he. Wait, wasn't he like in 9th already?
Yeah, he's only lost 1 position from it.
He lost only 1 position. He has better tires. He will likely gain that position back and maybe gain a bit more. So I think this might be a pretty smart strategy if you ask me, because he now has the best tires on the field when the restart comes, and well, he only lost 1 position. He will probably gain that one back on this better tires, and then just he can only win from there. Oh, let's see what he can do. I think, yeah, there we go. Safety cars in this lap.
But my line is having enough for driving them around in a circle. So as we
look at that! Alexander Dalnik immediately backs up the whole field.
He's not scared. He's not in first gear.
He's not even in first gear, and that's Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some drivers at the back crashing into each other. I saw that
probably
happening.
unaware of how slow they're going.
Look how slow he's. There he goes.
He's gone early, but slowly.
He's gone slow early and started early.
He slowed that down a lot more than you'd normally expect.
And then it did result in some penalties for others there.
Yeah, so I feel like that will get referred to the stewards, that restart.
Well, it might have, but I don't think it's against the rules what he did. There goes Oscar into P2 now. Master down to P3. Let's see. Magnus Sheep did gain a position. It's Jaska. Oh, Jaska, because, well, the only reason he did that because Jasko got a 5-second time penalty and a new front wing.
Yeah, lost an end plate.
Well, Jasko lost so much during the safety car restart.
His teammate has ruined his race effectively there.
Yeah, effectively. And
unless he's able to go. Hang on, I'm waiting for the.
There goes Magnus Sheep past Razut.
Yeah, unless Yasko is able to do about what 10 seconds to that than Razo, the most he'll score is.
Well, I mean, he started P8, Jasko. In the restart he was P8, so.
I don't know what's happened, but he'll just, unless he can get fastest lap here, he'll score only 1 point.
Yeah, and well, of course, Skyscape also has an 8-second time penalty, but that's not good for his championship at all, especially since Skyscape is much ahead here in drivers' positions. As there goes, as Skyscape is now closing in on Litwa there, and with behind him is Zomsi closing in on him. Up front, the gap seems to have pretty much stabilized, but behind Litwa, everything is a bit open. As Litwa just holds on to that P5, it's a 6-second time penalty for Zomsi as he gains another 3 seconds from exceeding the track limits there.
Yep, as Zomzi seems to go a little bit deep into the hairpin.
Yeah, but losing a bit of time there, as now it's Skyscape right on the back of Litwa. This should be a quick move for him. And will it be? Yes, it is. He gets ahead before the chicane. Now in P4.
DRS gets turned back on again. So the helping has shown up as Marcel gets a 3-second penalty for exceeding track limits.
Only true drivers without the penalty now.
It's a non-penalty sandwich.
Yeah, basically. In fact, it's an Acacia sandwich as well. The whole field.
Right now, from what I'm seeing, even with penalties, top 3 remains the same.
Yeah, I think so.
Litwa
To be honest,
Zomzi go up 1.
To be honest,
Skyscap goes down 2. Sam Rose goes down 1. Magashik goes up 1. Razout stays where he is.
yeah, of course everything can still happen, but
Yeah, but that's as of now.
I mean, if the whole top 9 gets a wipeout for some reason, all of a sudden Jesko wins. In theory, yes. Practically, no.
In theory, if the Saudi start was to happen again, that could happen.
Yeah, true, but it's too late for safety car now, so
It's red flagged.
it's just a whole red flag. One lap. I don't think it doesn't do red flags either. Then, but it's
Plot twist. There's a red flag on lap 35.
and the penultimate lap, just the final lap, red flag.
No.
Session will be resumed. 1 lap restart.
Last corner from finishing the race. Red flag. This race will be resumed on lap 36.
36, damn. Just adds another lap.
And the game just gets confused and keeps going until we get to lap 135.
Yeah. That'd be quite funny.
However, it is funny, but it's also something I definitely see happening.
It's EA, so I wouldn't even be too surprised. As in the meantime,
it would become like the 24
Look at
hours in Canada.
look at that. That's Sam Rose down the outside, now down the inside. They got to 3-second time penalty and doesn't gain the position either. That was all. That was a great move to just end in a 3-second time penalty. Good move that ended in 3-second time penalty and no position gained. As we're on the last lap.
The game was basically telling him, don't do that again. You're not allowed to try over and overtake.
You cannot overtake, understood.
Zomzi's got the power of AA stewards on his side.
Sam Rose just got the you shall not pass.
He failed to play the don't get a penalty DLC.
Yeah. Well, basically, Magnici will gain more positions due to those penalties ahead. As
times.
Also, look at that. We're almost ending this race there.
Wait, what?
It's the last lap.
Oh,
Well,
no. Sudden realization.
just a couple of corners left here for Alexander Dalnik to take the checkered flag.
Yep. Up to the line.
He just waves a bit, just like Oscar, and it's Oscar in P2. A solid
Yep.
drive there, and it's
Yep.
P3 for him, P4 for Skyscape, but that will change as looking at penalties. I just got totally confused by it. As Razou
Why
is
is
in
he going
P9.
backwards when he's got the checkered flag next to his name?
Ooh. Magnitude? I don't know, but there goes Jasko. Jasko, last driver to cross the line. Of course, really unlucky with the safety car restart.
Yep.
Loses a lot there. And that is the end of the race.
Something like that completed. I don't.
And it's a
I can't-
race win for Alexander Dalnik.
I don't know the team names. I just say driver names because it's easier to remember than team names. I should really get like a printout saying.
As there it goes. It is a race win for KR4 and me. It's P2 there for Oscar and P3 for WTF Freak.
Yes.
And I think Litva still finished in P4, what is a really solid
Yeah.
result, especially because he was on the worst tires of the track, of everyone.
And so that concludes Canada round. I don't know. I'm a brilliant commentator. Doesn't even know the round.
Yeah,
numbers.
as Jaskos gets 2 points, one for the fastest lap and one for his position. As well, that will be it for tonight.
Yep.
Wish you all a good night.
Yep.
And good.
What? Just like last time, I will not say whether I'm commentating.
And you don't even know if he
I
joined. on time.
won't specify whether I join on time. I could be 30 minutes early. I could be 30 minutes
30
late.
minutes early, just the whole stream just starts 30 minutes early, just Ben Buxton talking about shit.
But, the build up.
The build up, the Ben Buxton build up.
Yeah. The Ben Buxton build up.
Well, anyway, this will be it then for tonight.
Yep.
We shall have a good
I-
night
Good night, everyone.
and goodbye.